I'm gonna do a review on this Milwaukee M18 rocket light. This is one of their newer models. I got this on a crazy Black Friday deal. Typically this light alone costs about $450 from Milwaukee, and I paid $369 after tax, around $400. But they included it with the 8.0 battery. So I'm gonna do a comparison basically on the light. So I have a 8.0 right here. All of them are fully charged. Just show you guys. So this is gonna be a 5.0, 4.0, and then a 1.5. I'm curious to see if there's gonna be any difference in the lighting. Probably not, but also, I don't know. So we'll find out. All right, guys, so I got out of the box, and let me say, this thing is really heavy for a flashlight. Definitely not something you want to use daily. This is more like when you need a lot of light, working outside, on doing some maintenance on equipment or whatever you're doing, or like need to light up a room, because this is heavy. This is some more info on it. It's 6,000 lumens on the 8.0 battery. So you get about 3.5 hours on high, and then low about 10 hours. So they're all probably going to run the same. Only difference is probably going to be how long it's going to stay alive. But yeah, let me set it up and I'll show you guys how bright it is. This is what it looks like facing you. I mean, you can adjust it to whatever you want. This thing, basically, to open the legs, all you have to do is push down on this. Well, I'm doing up right now, but to go down, it's like a stabilizer. You don't really need it, because I mean, it's pretty solid itself. And then like you have two adjusters for the pole, how high you want to go. You can go about 213 centimeters height, and then the stand is about 68, which you don't really need, but feels like some good quality. What was I gonna say? Another thing is it comes with the 2.1 amp thing, so you can charge your phone on the job site or whatever. So that's nice. I did test the difference between like the 8.0 and the weak 1.5, and it was literally the same thing. So unless it's a very small difference and I couldn't tell, but I tested it in the dark, it is very bright on 6,000 lumens. I can show you guys the difference soon, but only thing I would say is that it probably dies a lot faster with like a 1.5. But this thing is nice. It will definitely come in handy on the job sites. So this is it at the weakest setting. See if you can notice a difference this way. Let's go the most. And this is really bright right now. Simple controls. So what I recommend this light, it just really depends. If you have all Milwaukee tools and already have a bunch of batteries, those are just a few I have a bunch more. I would recommend it, because that way you can always swap batteries and you don't just have to buy a battery. I would not buy it separately for $700, but getting it on sale, yeah, I got it with the 8.0 battery. Let me show you guys a close-up look at this 8.0. It is massive compared to this little baby. But pretty, for some reason the 4.0 looks bigger than the 5.0. It's kind of weird, but they're pretty much the same exact size. Show you guys like comparison. Maybe that'll give a better example. But anyway, solid battery. think this runs about $200 if you were to buy it on its own, which is crazy. And this light is about $450 if you were to buy it on its own, something around there. I hope this answers any questions you guys may have about this light. But like I said, it's simple setup. My main reason for buying it was because I need it for work, and it was on sale, so this is what kind of pushed me to get it right now. Because if you were to buy it without the battery, like even on Black Friday, the bar itself, like the rocket light, did not go on sale. It was still at $450. But like if you scroll down on their website, you could buy it for $369 with the battery. So it was like a one-day type of deal. It has an extension cord plug, so you can run an extension cord off of this thing through the 8.0 battery or whatever battery you have. So like if you need to plug something in, boom, you can run it off a battery. These batteries do last quite a bit, so that's another thing. But like I said, it is a very bulky item, so if you don't have space for it in your truck to carry it around, stuff like that, that's another thing you gotta think about. It's really powerful. I watched the 6,000 lumens for a little bit and it almost caused me to go blind. So it is very bright. As I was putting it away, I forgot to mention something. This thing comes with like a clear film on the LEDs. I'm gonna leave mine on, and they were on during the review. I prefer it on just because it gives it like a more clear white. They're kind of yellowish if you do take them off. That's the sucky thing about Milwaukee. Like if you were to compare it to a Husky light, that would be a lot more white than a Milwaukee light. It kind of has a little bit of yellow to it, which I don't like about them, but for me this would work better because I have all Milwaukee. So I'm gonna leave my film on until it gets damaged, then I'm gonna take it off, but just like a little bit extra protection. Alright guys, before I end this video, I went outside and I'm gonna show you guys what this light can really do. This is it on off, so you can tell that there's no lights. That's the weakest level. Mid. And then high. It is really bright, so this is a perfect tool if you need light in the dark. And I also wanted to mention about the stand. I said earlier in the video that you don't really need it, but I changed my mind. You absolutely do need it whenever you're outside, because like right now it's on gravel and it is very unleveled. And I'm not worried about wind coming through and flipping it over because it's very heavy. But without the support, I think it would flip very easy. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys another example. Another example right now. That's level 1, level 2, and level 3. Really bright.